went on to explain that the flooding was caused by scavengers who had stripped the building of plumbing fixtures without shutting off water pipes. This practice of pulling out and selling for scrap literally everything that can be carried away from an abandoned building is so rampant in some parts of the city that every one of my sentences is a paragraph long.
Taking my advice, I see.
Hello. If you mean reading it aloud, it does seem to help.
Makes all the difference. How was your day?
Good. I spent most of it in the library, and I finally got my head on straight as to who in Congress does what for New York. To New York, as the case may be. Especially regarding mass transit.
You did all that research on your own?
Of course. Was somebody supposed to help me?
No, but someone did. Mrs. Woodard had the background information sent up from Washington. Came by special courier this morning. Now, I tried to get you at home before you left, but I am sorry.
So I didn't have to do any of the stuff I did all day?
Well, all that groundwork will stand you in good stead. Your time wasn't wasted.
But I have pages of notes and teeny, tiny writing.
Well, that's excellent. You'll be able to read the prepared report with a critical eye.
True enough. I was planning on taking it home with me tonight, unless it's hundreds of pages.
No, it's just one folder. I left it in your husband's care.
You did? You did?
Yeah, I said. I tried to catch you this morning.
But I didn't realize you meant in person. That's so nice of you.
No.
And now you finally met Jack.
Yes.
He's still not feeling 100%.
I thought that might be the case.
Thatcher, did something happen?
Oh, we just chatted briefly. He reminded me that we'd met at the 76th Democratic Convention, and he expressed some resentment about television news and Channel 1 and me in particular.
But I...
No, ordinarily I simply wouldn't give that a second thought, but I was concerned about your desire to balance the demands of family and career, and I wondered if the Washington assignment perhaps wasn't going to be more of a problem than you were letting on.
It's no problem whatsoever. Whatever temper Jack was in today, basically, he's delighted for me.
Nevertheless, if you can't spare the time from home, please tell me as soon as possible, and then I will allocate someone else to do the interviews.
You will, over my dead body. Really. I'm sorry Jack was such a churl, but it's only because he's dying to get back to work himself. He feels so helpless just sitting around getting well.
Ah, I can appreciate that. Well, then. I'll be listening for the shortened sentences.
Right. You'll be thrilled, I guarantee.
Welcome home.
Actually made it.
Don't you look wonderful?
Hardly. I wanted to call you and tell you to cover all the mirrors, but I knew you wouldn't cooperate.
She's been fishing for compliments like that all the way home.
You go on fishing. I'll tell you anything you want to hear as long as it's good.
So, how does it feel to be home, honey?
I don't know. Room looks a little smaller. Everything looks so clean and perfect. You must have worked for days, Miriam.
I shampooed the rug last week. Funny how that makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Well, would you like to change now, or are you gonna wait for a while?
No, I think I just want to stay like this, on my feet and dressed.
Okay, but just don't overdo it, all right?
Yeah. I have to convince myself that I'm really here. And it's just not one of my dreams.
It's not, honey. You're out of that hospital once and for all.
Mary, thank you for all this. Terrific.
Oh, enjoy it. Dinner's ready, but it'll keep in the warming oven without overcooking.
Oh, terrific. Listen, Faith was supposed to let me know.
Oh, she did call. And she said she can drop by tonight or in the morning. Maeve called, too. She'd like to come for a visit tomorrow afternoon. I told them you get back to both of them.
Oh, that's fine. Anybody else?
No, it's been real quiet otherwise.
Let's hope it stays that way. Is 9 o'clock okay for you tomorrow?
Oh, anytime's all right, Doctor. Whatever my baby needs.
Yeah, well, mostly what she needs is to relax and to let us take care of her. Starting now. Jillian?
In the kitchen?
Jill?
Yes.
Come on, honey. Come lie down.
There's nothing left of him. It's like he never even was.
You know I changed the room.
Yes, but I didn't realize that it would look like that. You shouldn't have. Miriam, I know that you must have saved something of him.
Baby.
Come on, honey. Lie down. You got... Okay, now listen. It was the best way to handle it. Now, the sofa pulls out into a bed. I can sleep there while your back is mending. Jillian, it doesn't mean that we're going to forget Edmund. That is impossible.
Not even his rocking chair.
I stored that and a few other things downstairs. Maybe you can look at it when it's not so painful, huh? But not now.
You just don't know.
I do, Jillian, I do. Trust me.
Rest now. I'll see you bright and early.
Thanks, Mary. I'll try not to do this tomorrow.
Oh, nothing that you feel is going to bother me, honey.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miriam. Hey, how about that? My goodness, we got us some terrific dry wine here. Shall I open it?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Ah, it's a gorgeous night out.
Oh, it's supposed to rain by the morning.
Well, that's a happy thought.
I'm only saying what the radio said, John.
Well, maybe Finn could use the bath, huh, big boy? You want a bath, huh? Sit down. Sit down. Good fella. I don't think we've said 2 words to each other all day.
Who we? You and I, or you and the beast?
What is it with you, anyway? You're either mad or sad, and I can't tell which.
I'm not either. I'd just like to be able to go from here to there without crawling over him.
All right. Come on, sweetheart, out of your mother's way. Oh, yes.
Mother's way, I'll mother way you. I have enough children that God gave me to worry about without having to worry about a 4-legged beast
That's all right.
who's got 100 pounds of fur on him.
Take care.
What we should do is we should cheer you. Except your eyes are too soulful. Oh, I tell you, it's been that kind of a day, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Could never get anything done. Time flew. I wanted to get over to the hospital, see if I could help Jillian get on home before I knew it, the time had passed. She's probably home by now. John, what is so fascinating about what's in there?
What? Nothing. I'm sorry.
You're listening.
So you're worried about Jill, huh?
Oh, I'm not worried about her. I'm thinking about her. And Edmund.
Of course.
Well, one thing. It's good to hear that little John only has a minor ailment and Ray can care for that.
Noticed you carrying Ryan around with you this afternoon.
Yes. Well,
It's the grandchildren, isn't it? You're afraid for her because of Edmund, right?
it's a little bit that, but it's not just the babes, John.
All right. Come on. Sit yourself down. Now you tell me. Come on.
Well, John, you know how I am about the children. I want them to be happy. I don't want everything. I want things to go right for them. Patrick, he wasn't on duty last night, you know. Not that he doesn't have the right not to show up here if he doesn't want to.
All right, now what's the problem? I spoke to Patrick a little while this afternoon. He seemed fine.
Oh, he's fine, all right. He was fine when he walked in here for breakfast with Nancy Feldman.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, darling.
What I'm trying to say is, dear, they spent the night together, they spent the morning together, and the time in between. Now, they didn't announce it, mind you, but I overheard Patrick on the phone to the hospital, and I could put 2 and 2 together. Not stupid.
You sure you're not putting 2 and 2 together and getting 6? Patrick assures me they are just friends.
Uh-huh.
They are both well aware of the religious complication. They are both level-headed people, he and Nancy. Nancy told me she was not going to get involved with Pat, and that's why she took the job in Washington in the first place.
But she's not staying there, John. She's not staying there. They're in love. Siobhan said love is what it's all about, but you and I know that there's more to marriage than love.
What marriage, sweetheart?
Marriage and a family.
Oh, lady, I assure you, those two have no more intention
I'm telling you, John, sure as I'm sitting here in this chair, that's exactly what both of them have in mind, even if they're fighting it. Neither of them are the types to have a casual romance.
I suppose you're right.
That's right.
No. Nancy knows her parents would never get over the shock. Especially Beryl.
Not unless Patrick converted.
Patrick couldn't. Any more than Nancy would let herself be baptized as a Catholic.
Baptism. There's the frightening thought. What if, when they have children, I mean our grandchildren, they won't be able to be baptized. They'll never be welcomed into the church. They'll never have the joy of knowing the sacraments. That's the one thing that gives me comfort when I think of Edmund. That he's with the Lord and that we'll all be together one day. I know my faith, it limits me, John, but what can I do? That's who I am.
All right, we'll sit Patrick down and we'll find out just how serious it is.
That's not a thing we can say or do, John. Take my word for it.
Hey, you're early.
Yep. And I was even able to check in on our little girl, who is, without a doubt, the world's most adorable person.
Next to her mother.
Hey, what happened to your bandage?
Oh, I don't need that anymore. Pat put a new dressing.
Great.
You did good tonight.
The show?
Mm-hmm. I particularly liked the part about the scavengers ripping stuff out of the buildings. I really learned something.
You notice those nice punchy sentences?
The choppy ones, yeah.
Jack, I labored at those.
Oh, you did it. Well, that's different. I love the sentences.
And who else would do it?
What's his name? Thicket? Oh, no, Catcher. Thatcher. Thatcher, that's it. He usually edits your stuff, doesn't he?
Not like he used to.
Well, at least he's doing something right. I met him today.
I heard.
I figured you had. Did he catch you before you duplicated the research? Which is over there, by the way.
He didn't know where to look for me, but I really don't mind the mix-up. I'd rather do my own groundwork anyway.
Yeah, first he says groundwork isn't necessary, then it's done twice.
So, what'd you think of him?
Yeah, you really have to read this. Mark Twain.
Wanna tell me about you and Thatcher?
Sure. He's a stiff, but I liked him well enough. Unfortunate for you, he's not better organized.
He had the impression you didn't like him at all.
He may have more on the ball than I thought.
Honey, he thinks you're upset about my going down to Washington part of every week. Is that true?
Say every week, like it's going to be the rest of your life.
You are upset.
Since when does your boss explain me to you? I'm okay about Washington. What I'm not too happy about is Thatcher's approach to the news, but that's a professional disagreement which we will never resolve, so I've decided not to bring the subject up if I see him again, which may be never, right?
Nothing like taking the old positive approach.
Well, your mother said I should look on the bright side. Maybe I'm starting to learn.
My mother. Honey, you would tell me, wouldn't you, if you didn't want me to go away?
Mary, I never want you to be away from me. But I will tolerate an occasional excused absence if you bring a note from your mother.
You're teasing, so I won't know how you really feel.
You know exactly what I'm feeling.
Well, that wasn't what I was talking about.
I was. There is still one thing between us.
Whatever it is, we can deal with it. Nothing could be worse than holding back or pretending.
Oh, feels better already.
It's so wonderful when we can talk things out.
Works every time.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. That's right. And what's the doggy say?
Doggy says, ruff.
Ruff, that he says. I want Edmund to come for a ride on my back. And I'll carry him all around the park. And we'll run and play and be pals till he has to go home to his mommy and take a nap.
No.
Oh, sorry. Forgot the part about the nap. Well, you don't have to sleep yet. In fact, you can stay up and talk to me until the cows come home. Because I cannot get enough of this little boy.
How?
Moo.
Moo.
Well, maybe we'll go to a farm this summer and see real cows.
Ooh.
And by that time you'll know lots and lots of words.
Mama.
Oh, yeah. I always like that one the best.
Yeah?
Yes, I want to speak to Duke, please.
Duke's not on tonight.
Well, let me have his phone number, his home phone.
Well, I could give it to you, but it won't do much good. He's out of town till next week. Family business.
Well,
Who is this?
it's Mrs. Bolak. I checked out of the hospital tonight, and I forgot to ask him something.
About some business he's been taking care of for you?
Yes.
Hold on. I'm a buddy of Duke's. You're the lady with the back problem. He told me about you.
Look, I thought that I wouldn't need any help, but I'm afraid that I do. I mean, the pills, I'll pay anything for them.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you, Mrs. Bolak.
Now, I'll give you my address, okay?
It's in the staff directory. Is tomorrow okay for a delivery?
It's all right. Just soon, please. As soon as you can.
Thought I heard you.
Oh. I was calling Faith. I left a message with her service.
I don't like you wandering around alone at night.
I'm all right. I just think I'd like to go to bed now.
Yeah, sure. Come on, I'll tuck you in.
Parties, boys, and drama. Oh my! Catch up with the 5 sexy singles who are putting a new spin on Southern charm. Don't miss an all-new Southern Bells Louisville tonight at 10 on SoapNet.